I'm glad you asked this question.
I'm glad you asked this question, too.
Well, we get it.
What you have to say about motivating men to do little tasks?
I was going to say we get it a lot. Actually, we get it a lot right here in this house.
Yeah, we do.
So.
Absolutely. And it is the truth that it doesn't matter how great, supportive, involved you are as a husband, little chores are not on the top of your to-do list.
Well, yeah, because sometimes if you're working full-time, and I know this is totally unfair because you work every bit as hard as I do, but somehow it just feels like you should come home and you shouldn't have to work for some reason as a guy.
Well, I think there's a couple of factors in operation. One is we all come to marriage with some unconscious kind of expectations, and very few men have seen their fathers model that kind of involvement around the home. No matter how much they want to go beyond that, they just don't have it in their hard wiring.
Never once did I see my dad wash a dish, iron,
the thought of that just
vacuum.
even makes me laugh.
I know, you can't see him doing it.
No, and I think that's part of it, no matter how good intentioned you are. And so here's what happens. You might really get motivated to do one little thing, and you think you're scot-free. And we have to be very grateful for that extra help instead of just feeling like we're a team.
I know. It really is unfair. And I know this, and even as a guy that does research on this, I still find it hard to kind of balance out the scales on this in our own home.
So the best thing to do is really sit down at a time when the chores aren't irritating everyone and kind of decide, okay, what do I lean into most? What would be most acceptable? How often? And here's the other thing to remember. If you delegate something, you have to release control about how it gets done. Because if you go around correcting the outcome, you're not going to have anyone pitching
And you're pretty good at that. I mean, I can vacuum and it's just like half the room and you're like, there you go.
There you go. You did it. You're not going to be complaining to me if it's not done.
And that works pretty well.
That's
well,
right.
give it a shot, see what happens.